Welcome to the I Ching Cafe. My name is Belinda Doveston and it is wonderful to have you here with me for our June 2022 overview. June, can you believe it? Right, so thank you to everybody who submitted a question for the May 2022 giveaway. I am so delighted with the caliber of your questions, the depth of your inquiry, and the things that you are wanting to explore in your lives. Every single question was meaningful and was wonderfully phrased. So 10 golden points for you in submitting these wonderful questions. So shortly, we'll start working with the tutorial giveaways for the 4 winners. Thank you so much for participating. So last month we had hexagram 3, difficulty at the beginning, sprouting, locked, okay? Doubling down on this energy of the new beginning happening, of the birthing happening, and the pains and the growing and the learning that accompanied that process for us. The acceleration of things popping out of the woodwork all over the place and trying to just deal with one thing at a time while building our foundation, settling in, getting our sea legs, as it were, and finding a way to accelerate our learning and building that ship as we're sailing to capture the moment. It was an intense month, I must say. So do share how you experience this energy of locked hexagram 3, difficulty at the beginning, or sprouting. What was popping out of the woodwork all over the place? What was the thing that you were learning? And where did you realize that there was a lot of things to learn, a lot of things to do? I have a list as long as my arm of things that I learned and had to deal with in May. And so it was a very intense, high-packed month. And I must just tell you that June is not going to be less high action, okay? It's going to be very, very busy with lots going on, but with a totally different energy. So stay with me as we unpack for June what we could do to really focus on maximizing the opportunity of the month, to make sure our focus and our attention is in the right place. And of course, as much as we, share these focus areas which are shared by all of us as a collective, trust your own life and the things that are working through in your life right now. Okay, so our first hexagram for this month is hexagram 45, called gathering together or amassing. This hexagram is fabulous, but it requires quite a lot of courage, because what does it represent? It represents, as a symbol, a whole crowd of people at a concert. Okay, no one's wearing masks because we are visualizing this concert, okay? It's a COVID-free concert. It doesn't exist. And so we have a concert jammed with people, right? And there's this energy, and you are the prize on the stage, okay? Pick your instrument, whether it's singing or you're the guitarist or whatever. You are the one on the stage everyone has come to see, or your business or your project or your idea. And the crowd is pumping. We want more, we want more. Okay, so you can imagine this hum of this crowd, all right? That is all there focused on you as the performer and just loves you, and this energy is pumping. Okay, now at a concert, you'll get some idiot who decides to start a stampede or to start a sway or start pushing or whatever it might be. And so the crowd, because there's this huge energy, can also get swayed and get distracted and can get quite dangerous quite quickly. All right, we've obviously seen lots of examples of recent crowd events where terrible things happened to people and fatalities were horrific. Okay, so the idea with gathering together is this idea of pulling things together, like you would take in as a farmer. You're farming, you're cutting down your hay and you're gathering all those hay into bales, or you are taking a string and you're putting beads onto the string. You're gathering together individual things, individual people, individual elements of the collective, of the community, and you're binding everyone together on the string. You're getting everything together. You're gathering things in, you're gathering resources in, you're gathering support in, you're building things, and you're creating a whole lot of energy and support for a big, bold, central idea. Okay. So with this hexagram, we are being given permission to be huge. Okay, this is not be a chicken picking between the seeds or be a little mouse scurrying through the little passageways. Oh no, this energy is, wow, okay, be the person on the stage. Okay, so in this month, what we're being asked to pay attention to is to use a very central, important idea that we are working on, that we represent, and getting the crowds in. All right, from a business point of view, this might be having a big event. You know, if you're talking about a practical interpretation of this hexagram, a big event, or doing a whole lot of online marketing, or gathering in the cloud or the crowd. Okay, so this could be digital, massive event, online, a Zoom conference, whatever it might be. It's tapping into a crowd and a cloud. Okay, a big group of people, which could be a physical event or it could be a cloud event. But you get the idea. What you're doing is you are amassing. Okay, you're amassing leads. You're amassing new customers. You're amassing resources and connections to people. And so this is a time where we are large, okay? We are bold and courageous, and we step into the flow and we step into big ideas and we, okay, on the stage. So whatever's happening in your business this month, see if you can be large. See if you can take your meaningful idea and magnify and broadcast, okay? This is one to many, okay? Find ways of using and tapping into this energy of drawing in a massive amount of people and support resources. This might be gathering in investors, micro investors who are putting a small amount into gathering in capital. But you get this idea of drawing in a massive amount, binding people, very importantly, through a shared, central, powerful idea. Okay. The concert goes haywire when we have forces within the crowd trying to do other things. But when everyone is there and everyone believes that the way we get the most out of this concert is behaving and working together as a crowd and having fun responsibly. When we have the whole crowd behaving like that, you have magic, okay? And that's what our attention is for this month. Totally different energy to last month, where we were learning and accelerating and dealing with change and dealing with new and things popping out and having to get our sea legs and having to build up and get up on our legs as a little foals and calves and find our way. This is really, be permission to just be out there and be large. Okay. We have one changing line for this month in the 5th position. Okay. And this is a fabulous position for this changing line. Okay. So when we think about a timing point of view, we're going to break June up into 2 halves. So from the beginning of June to the 15th of June, this changing line starts really pumping up. And then from the 15th of June, we start to see more of the energy of the outcome hexagram, okay, which we'll get to in a moment. So with this changing line says you are very much in the center of this amassing, of this gathering together. So you are the lead singer on the stage. And you have a lot of respect and support from the people around you because of who you are and what you have done and what you stand for and why you are where you are. Okay. In the crowd, there are likely to be 2 groups of people. One group of people are avid fans. Okay. They are your groupies. They are there for you in thick and thin, and they are there because of what you stand for. And then the other group within the crowd are people who are there because of what they feel they can leverage out of you. Okay, what can I get because I'm associated with the star on the stage? And what we have to do is we have to accept that in the world there are those 2 groups of people, real fans and people acting as fans to get something, all right? And just accept it. And when we come across the group that are there to, I'm associated with you because that gives me clout in other areas, the way that we deal with that is we just are steadfast, we are focused on what we're doing, we're in principle, we don't need to lash out and teach them a lesson or to show them the ills of their thinking. No, just leave them. They're going to be that kind of person that kind of group, that kind of entity, don't stress about it. Don't waste time on it. Just accept that there are 2, maybe 3 or 4 groups of people, and these 2 main categories are both fans. They're just fans for different reasons. And so when we come across this month, think of what I'm saying. All right, we are steadfast, we are focused, we don't get into discussions about it. We just have our eyes open to recognize a true groupie, a true fan, and one that is there for the leverage and the light they can get as a result. And I just encourage you to have an open mind as to what might emerge in the month. No matter what they are, no matter what their reasons are from being in the light, in your sphere of influence, okay, we behave the same, we offer value, we're on principle, we gather together, we fulfill this important central idea we are here to do, and we keep on doing our thing. Okay, so don't worry about it. All right, now our outcome hexagram, or our second relating flow of change for this month that will evolve and strengthen over the month, is an old friend. Hexagram 16, enthusiasm. So what do you think we get when we have this crowd and we have enthusiasm? Because you remember from the many times we've had this hexagram recently, that hexagram 16, enthusiasm, is also about music, okay? And I've spoken about this, the power of music to be anti-gravity, like it just lifts people and it just can turn your mood in a moment. It can put you into such a wonderful state of energy. And so we have this high energy music and we have a concert. Okay, so now you understand why I said at the beginning of this episode, this is going to be a very jam-packed, high energy month for us, okay? Because there's energy building. We have this battery we're building. We're preparing. We are building up enthusiasm. We're building up our capacity to act when the time comes. We're charging up our battery store. We are getting ready for something, okay? And we are making the move when the time is right. But we're doing so because we can act very quickly because we are ready. So think about this month, the things that you're wanting to achieve. Perhaps not in June, but in the months to follow. And let us continue this energy of hexagram 16, enthusiasm, building the battery, providing what is needed to get ready. Because we are still being told, we are still getting ready, there's still things happening, okay? We're amassing, we're getting ready, we're preparing because something is coming. All right, so let's be ready. And it will relate to what it is that you're working towards this year. What are some of the things that you're wanting to manifest this year? And think about what you still have to do to get ready. What would prevent you from making a decision in a moment to seize an opportunity and being able to go for it full throttle? What's that thing that hasn't been done yet that needs to be done to enable you to do that? Work at that this month. Wow. I look forward to all this amassing and a little daunting, but it's okay. We'll get through it together. Thank you so much. Please like and share and subscribe. It really makes a difference to the channel and to the podcast if you do so. And if you are on YouTube, just click that bell when you subscribe, because that gets a little notification to pop up into your app to say, new episode here. You don't miss out at all. Thank you so much. I will see you on the socials. And of course, I will see you at our next full June Throttle weekly overview. Until then, take care.